So I've spoken a lot about the lymphatic system before, and I've talked about the big six, which is clearing all of the lymphatic nodes around the lower part of the body from the neck downwards, and actually being able to increase the flow of our lymphatic system so that we can get rid of all of the toxins in the body and boost our immunity. So today I'm going to talk about lymphatics for the head and face. Now at this time of year we can get really bogged down with sort of congestion in the sinuses from coughs and colds, and everything can get a little bit backlogged in that lymphatic system, particularly if we are not clearing it so that all of that waste product can all drain away. We want the lymphatic system to be able to flow really easily around the body because it doesn't have its own pump, so it relies on having a really easy flow, and that means actually clearing its path along the way and keeping those nodes really free of congestion. Now the lymphatic system is collecting all of the excess fluid around our body that comes out of our tissues, and it cleans that up as it goes through all of these nodes, and then it brings it all the way back into our blood system through some major ducts right here at the base of our neck. So being that this is the biggest gate of our whole lymphatic system, we always open up these gates first. Because there isn't a pump in the lymphatic system, if the gates aren't open, then anything that we push towards the gates will just backflow and then go back to blocking up wherever it came from. So it's really important to start right here. So here is a nice sequence just for clearing out the sinuses. We're going to start right here at the major ducts, and we're going to just very gently brush just above the collarbone. Really light feather brush just into this area here. We're then going to just tap. So we do about 10 passes of everything when we do these movements, and then some circles. We're just unblocking any congestion that might be at these big gates. We're then going to come up behind the ears. We're going to lightly brush about 10 times. We're going to tap to get anything that has just been released and opened up to start dropping down, and then just help it along with a little bit of movement with the circles, and then encourage flow down towards these major ducts. The next place we're going to come to for your lymph nodes on the face are around the jaw area. So we're just going to gently brush all along here. It's actually, I find it easier actually in the back of my hand here. So all along the jaw. Tapping. Encouraging flow. And then pulling that all back to the door that we've just opened behind the ears. And then of course back down and to the main ports underneath, just nice and gently. You don't have to push hard at all. And now we can come up to where the sinuses are. So we can't unblock them first, because if we unblock this first, it's got nowhere to travel to. So we have to open up those gates first. So just in here, I really like working just on the actual sides of the nose first. So just a brushing on the side of the nose, and then coming into the cheekbone. So coming along the whole of the cheekbone, working outwards towards the ear here. So we're just working outwards here with some lovely brushing. This is where if you have a gua sha tool, then we would use a gua sha along here. It's really nice, but we can equally just use our fingers. It's absolutely fine. Just nicely along here, then tapping. And actually just breathe through your nostrils here. You might find actually already you're like, oh, that's a little bit clearer. Mine certainly is. So all down that nose and then across the cheeks. And then we encourage that flow. So really gentle, lovely little circles down the nose, out across the cheekbone, towards the ears. That's better already. And then pulling down and letting that drain down and away. And then up and across here. So we're just going to do some lovely brushing just over the top of the eyebrows on that forehead. capturing any nodes around the face here. Oh, and it will really, really help as well, not just with sinus congestion, but also, you know, that brain fog feeling that we sometimes get when we're just really congested in the head. Just giving that lovely light brush is beautiful, and then tapping along here. And coming down into the temple area towards the ears again, because we're always kind of coming back to these main drainage points. And then some gentle circles. And then down through the neck. And back down to these major gates here. And then the last one is just some light brushing on top of the head and around the back here. So we're just lightly brushing all around the head. Oh, so nice, isn't it? Just actually giving yourself a head massage. It's lovely. So brush there, gentle taps. And then circles. And then coming from the back of the head, we're going to come round the back of the head, round to the front, under the ears here. Bring it round, bring it round, bring it down. And then down through the neck. And then of course we need some movement, because once we have done opening up of all of those areas, we need to just encourage that movement flow. So a great way to encourage movement flow is just to gently bounce on your feet, and that gets the whole system working, but also just moving very gently into the neck with some little circles or some lateral side bends and some gentle nods. And then of course some lovely shoulder rolls as well, because that really gets this area moving and opening up all of that beautiful, beautiful flow that you have just encouraged. Have a go, see how that works for you, and hopefully those congested sinuses will feel a lot better.